The final method for preparing salts that we're going to look at is precipitation. So, precipitation. Now you know what a precipitate is. Obviously, we need to produce something that's insoluble. But typically what we do is we take things that are soluble and we mix them together cleverly so that an insoluble salt is formed. Okay, so for example, if I mix lead nitrate, which is definitely soluble, we'll talk about solubility later, and sodium iodide, which again is definitely soluble. If I mix these two solutions, then the lead ions meet the iodide ions and they form a precipitate. Okay, so they start off, we've got lead nitrate solution. The lead's got a charge of +2, 2 plus. Sodium iodide, and they meet. Have a go, see if you can work out what they produce. We get sodium nitrate and we get lead iodide. Lead iodide is solid, everything else is aqueous. We'll need to balance this, won't we? So let's have a look. What have we got here? We've got two I's here, haven't we? So a 2 in front of there is going to sort the I problem out. Now we've got two sodiums, so a 2 in front of there is going to solve the sodium problem. And there you go. Right, so we would do that, we'd mix the two solutions, a precipitate is formed. What's actually happening here can be represented in an ionic equation. So my lead ions are floating around, Pb2 plus aqueous, and they meet two iodide ions, and they form lead iodide solid. The rest of the things in the equation, the sodium ions and the nitrate ions, are spectator ions. Okay. Experimental procedure here, well, you'd mix the two soluble salts, you'd filter the mixture so that your precipitate is caught in the filtered paper. It's the residue, isn't it? The residue in the filtered paper is washed with distilled water because it can't dissolve. And then you can dry it between filter papers or in an oven at low temperature. And that's precipitation. Now to do precipitation, you're going to need to know your solubility rules, which will come soon. Right, have a go at the pages and the questions indicated.